What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a recap of the 2025 spring turkey season, some of the lessons I learned from it, the good and the bad, and the knowledge I got to walk away from this season with, the knowledge that I got. So with that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video and enjoy my pain of how a lot of my plans got really rearranged. So without further ado, hope y'all enjoy this video. Let's get into it. So like a lot of y'all, I'm sure you did your scouting and had birds, marked down, or at least areas pinned down in general where you knew there was going to be birds at. Well, I did a lot of that too, primarily with my Florida season of scouting, my local grounds I like to hunt the most and putting as much time and effort in weeks before getting things scouted out. Had multiple birds scouted out, multiple areas that had sign that I didn't, hear the bird, so to speak, but I knew there was a gobbler in that area just based off, whether it be tracks or strut marks, particularly in one area that I found. But I had multiple birds that I physically heard in different areas consistently before season started. Well, I had all this planned out, everything set, but what I did not account for was the hunter invasion, so to speak, of opening day. Now, we all know, if you're a turkey hunter, opening week, but especially opening day is insane with the amount of people that show up no matter where you are. Well, this season was no different in the realm of the last 4 or 5 seasons now. I've been saying opening day was the most people I've ever seen in turkey woods, and this year is another one to add into that mark of saying this was the most people I've ever seen in the turkey woods for opening day. Not just Floridians that were hunting, but out-of-staters that were coming down, which I have nothing against it because I hunt out of state all the time. So, it's what it is. You go wherever, the hunting's best. But it was just insane to me the amount of different states, of people that were coming down. I seen plates from Washington, both South and North Carolina, of course in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee tags. Everywhere's folks coming down here, which is great. It brings a lot of revenue for the state. It's just annoying when you're, a local hunter and you've got not only a big crowd of your residents, but you have big crowds of non-residents, so it just amplifies the amount of folks that are here. Again, I have nothing against people coming in here out of state. Nothing at all. If you do your work and your homework and you're paying and doing legal, I'm fine with it. Just like me going to any other state. My opening day had a bird pinned down that I had planned to hunt fully, and yet if y'all watch my video, y'all know I was set up there ready to roll at the parking spot, 4 a.m., waiting for somebody to pull in so I can be like, hey, this is where I'm going. Where'd you plan on going? Because I'm going to this bird. And, like you should. Well, 45 minutes before legal light, and I'm halfway down walking to my spot, I see headlights of a headlamp. And it was somebody that came in from the private side and walked across the line. Absolutely no way for me to know that until I got down there. But it is what it is. They were perfectly legal to do it, but it sure didn't make it any less aggravating, that's for sure. And then, of course, by that time, when I got to my truck, it had already been daylight by the time I got back. And all the other spots I'd planned to go, there was people already there for my backup spots. But that was opening day for me, and as y'all saw, it was absolute chaos. But we did get on a big old gobbler just a couple days later and had a heck of a show. So if you haven't seen that video already, you need to go check it out. It's the second video of my season. I'll post it in this video as well. But not only did I have, the high amounts of people to deal with, like a lot of y'all did, but a lot of my hunts got so screwed up by weather. And not just like, it's a gloomy, humid, not really great day. I'm talking downpours, 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, crazy crap, horrible turkey hunting days for the type of terrain woods that I was, able to hunt. And that didn't go just for Florida. That was when I went to Georgia, went to Alabama. My plan to go to Tennessee got completely wiped out because of the insane amount of storms that came through there when I was going to be going. And my West Virginia hunt, same thing. I was supposed to be in West Virginia right now, but where I was going to be going to West Virginia is horrible weather happening right now. And I'm not driving, 15, 16 hours, whatever it was, to get up there to have horrible weather and only be able to hunt till 1 o'clock in horrible weather. So that's why right now I'm making this video. And when y'all watch this, I'm actually going to be on a hog hunt because when I post this video, I'm going to be hunting pigs. So yeah, hopefully the next video y'all see will be me blasting a hog down. But the weather just completely knocked so many of my hunts down. I still went at it and gave it all I could, but the weather really just screwed me, especially like y'all saw my Alabama hunt, driving all the way up there to have one good day, and then the rest was just crap with the wind and the rain that was happening. It was just rough, but that certainly taught me some grit, that's for sure, was sticking it out in that horrible conditions and still getting at it anyways. And quite frankly, that's what a lot of this season taught me, really, was about purely adapting, about your grit as a turkey hunter, how bad you want to get at it, and your discipline to keep going at it, and just working through all the wrong things that could happen, that do happen, and just working through them anyways. But honestly, that's the beauty in a lot of this, is when you have these, just seasons like this, where it felt like everything that could go wrong did go wrong, and yet y'all saw I still filled a tag up in Georgia. Wasn't really quite the most traditional way in doing it, in the realm of, having them come to the call, just blow it up, gobbling at you. If y'all didn't see that video, go check it out. But for those that did, I heard that turkey gobbling. I knew he had a hen with him, but I knew where that hen was probably more than likely going to be leading him to, based off of my scouting the day before. And sure enough, got propped up on the tree, base of a pine, and I think it was like 5 minutes after I sat down, 5-10 minutes, that hen came across that little opening, and then 2 red heads coming, got the one. So not really, quite the way you want to do it in the realm of calling them up and having them gobbling at you, but I'll take that any day for sure, especially with the season I was having. And though I may not have tagged, every bird that, I had a good show with, for instance, my Florida hunt that I had that one time for daggum hours within just out of range, but at one point he was in range but behind a bunch of brush. That bird gave me a heck of a show. Everything you could ask for. Beautiful morning, gobbling on the roost, hammering. A new spot that I wasn't really sure about, but I had an idea where he's probably going to come. Sure enough, he came with some hands and just gobbling, drumming, strutting, just everything. Got a great show out of him, but unfortunately, the times I could visually see him, he was out of range, and when I couldn't see him, he was in range, but behind a big burn pile. And like that bird in Alabama, even though I only got to see him for 3 seconds, not even, and he was in range though. He was 20 yards, if that, but just the way that the setup had to be, I had to be right on the crest of when it started to drop over on that little ridge, and I really didn't want to be right that close as I was, but due to the terrain and what was behind me and on each side of me, it's kind of one of those ones of just, you had to just do it if you wanted to try to make any approach on them. But even with that, I had a great hunt there. And the fact that I was able to go to a brand new state, obviously it's a new area because I've never been in that state, which was Alabama, and was able to get on the bird the very first morning. I mean, that's a success to me on itself, especially the fact he got in range. But pulling the trigger is the easy part. We all know that. If you're a seasoned turkey hunter by any means, you know that is truly the easiest part of turkey hunting, is pulling the trigger. But getting that bird to come in, that's where the biggest challenge of it all truly lies. And so now that turkey season is in the rear view, unfortunately, my gears don't just stop, they shift over a little bit. And what they're shifting to now is some late spring and going into summer pig hunts on some public lands, because quite frankly, that's all I got left until deer season happens. But while y'all are watching this footage right now, I might be, just maybe, putting a stalk on a pig right now as you're watching this. I might be pulling the trigger right now as you are watching this and knocking down a big old 450-pound boar hog, which not really, because I'm not shooting one that big, but y'all get what I'm saying. While y'all watching this, I'm going to be getting after it, getting more footage for y'all, hopefully some really good pig hunting footage. We got a really big warm front coming in. It's like our first real hot one going to be hitting in the areas where I'm going to be going, so not looking forward to that, but still going to get after it, see what we can make happen. And even though, turkey season kind of feels like a little bit of a bust, so much so to speak, it definitely was not my normal, and turkey season is my favorite season, so it really put a knocker on me, so to speak. But even with that, I learned a lot. I gained knowledge that no tag filling can put in your mind, so to speak, as you could say, and I learned how to adapt and got a little more grit to me, so to speak. But with all of that, if you had any issues this turkey season, which I'm sure pretty much everybody watching this had something happen, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know, whether it was from a hunter, whether it was weather or whether it was daggum just a turkey, big old Tom turkey giving you the slip. Whatever it may be, let me know. Y'all know I respond to my comments. The only ones I don't respond to are when y'all say, what management area was this? What piece of public land was this? Because I'm not going to tell you. Out of respect for all the other public land hunters and for my own time and self of going out in places and figuring them out, I will never respond to those comments. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Hopefully I'll be seeing you here real soon with some good pig hunting action, and it won't be long before we're going to be getting after some good deer scouting and checking out some new areas. So with all of this that I've said, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next video of hopefully me blasting down a pig. So I'll see you then. Go outside, enjoy creation.